It's something we do each morning, almost instinctually. We wipe the cold out of our eyes, stretch, and get out of bed. Then we take a trip down the hallway and into the restroom, where many people choose to get themselves a glass of water. They feel the temperature and fill the cup up. But what's really in that glass of water?
I am in favor of water fluoridation. My husband is actually a dentist, and so I'm well aware of the beneficial effects of fluoride in the water. However, like anything that we're exposed to in the environment, there are safe levels and then there are unsafe levels. So we have to make sure that our exposure does not exceed what would be considered safe. That the EPA has a maximal limit of 4 milligrams per liter, and this is to prevent against something called skeletal fluorosis. And there is a non-enforceable 2 milligram per liter limit, which would prevent against discoloration of teeth. So that would be a dental fluorosis that would result in pitting and basically cosmetic effects of fluoride. Well, I certainly think that the 1 milligram per liter that's added is not considered to be a harmful limit either for dental fluorosis or for skeletal fluorosis. I believe the range that's been set forth by the CDC and also Health and Human Services has been 0.7 to 1.2. And so you may get some fluctuation depending on the geographical location. And of course it would also depend on how much water is actually being taken in by the individuals who are drinking it. Just because it's there, if you're not exposed to it, if you're not taking in a lot of water, you're certainly not going to exceed the fluoride that's recommended.
After breakfast, you're likely to go back into the restroom, grab your toothpaste and toothbrush, put toothpaste on your toothbrush, and begin brushing your teeth. But you're not thinking to yourself, what chemicals are in my toothpaste? Or even, what chemicals am I putting in my mouth because of my toothpaste? Unfortunately, researchers can't say with certainty that there are no chemicals that are harmful to you that you're putting in your mouth when you're brushing your teeth. But for most adults, it's a non-issue. In particular, because we spit it out.
I don't think there's necessarily a big need to start lowering the fluoride concentration. I think we just need to be more aware of what we're taking in and limit our intake. Keep in mind that when we brush our teeth, even though that amount of fluoride, there is an amount of fluoride there, we're not supposed to swallow that. It's supposed to be used on the surface of your teeth. This might be a concern with children. You know, children have a tendency to swallow toothpaste, and so you may be concerned about watching your child when they're brushing their teeth, that they don't swallow the toothpaste. That can certainly increase their intake. Certainly, if there's clear scientific evidence that conditions such as carcinogenicity or neurological effects are being noted, then of course that would be a reason to cut back. Right now, according to the best scientific data that's available to the EPA and to the CDC and Health and Human Services, there's really no clear evidence that there's any drastic increases in cancers and effects, neurological effects with children. But as I said, certainly intake needs to be monitored to make sure that we're always.
So, within the first hour or so of your day, you've already encountered fluoride 2 times. So the question you must ask is, what does fluoride in toothpaste, or any kind of fluoride for that matter, do while it's in your body?
As metabolism goes, I mean, it's a fluoride, will when it's found in, for example, sodium fluoride, is going to go into an ionic state, And so it's going to act in a similar way that calcium would act, and that's why it's actually beneficial to teeth, and has an effect on bones. In a low concentration, it's actually going to be beneficial and make your enamel stronger and would not harm bones, but in a high concentration, it might substitute for calcium and therefore cause a problem.